close. NorthJersey.com's Caldy Ortiz reports the latest on the incident in Lower Manhattan, where multiple deaths and injuries occurred after a vehicle reportedly ran down pedestrians and cyclists on a bike path. The popular recreational path in Manhattan, where 8 people were killed in a terrorist attack Tuesday, lacked barriers commonly used to keep motor vehicles away from bicyclists and pedestrians. And while states including New York recommend their use to prevent vehicular incursions, a nationwide organization that sets design standards for roadways and recreational paths discourages them because they may be hazardous for cyclists. Such barriers, called bollards, are credited with preventing more fatalities and injuries when a car plowed into pedestrians in Times Square in May. The New York State Department of Transportation recommends them for paths shared by cyclists and pedestrians, such as the Manhattan Waterfront Greenway, where Tuesday's attack took place. Unauthorized motor vehicles are banned from bicycle or shared-use paths, the state's design guide says. Barriers should be provided. Times Square. What stopped the car in Times Square? A closer look at bollards. Sought risk. Vehicle attacks pose risk to NJ and NY, but a relatively small win. Full coverage. NYC terror attack. Full coverage from North Jersey. However, the American Association of Highway and Transportation Officials calls them ineffective and says they may hinder access by emergency vehicles and cause serious injuries to cyclists who strike them. The routine use of bollards and other similar barriers to restrict motor vehicle traffic is not recommended, the organization's guidelines state. Barriers such as bollards, fences, or other similar devices create permanent obstacles to path users. They may not stop someone intending on causing harm, the organization adds. People who are determined to use the path illegally will often find a way around the physical barrier, it says. Federal law prohibits unauthorized motor vehicles from using bicycle or shared-use paths, but does not require that states install barriers to prevent access. In May's Times Square incident, which authorities determined was not a terrorist attack, more people might have been injured or killed had it not been for the recently installed barriers there. They're designed to withstand a 30 miles per hour impact, according to the manufacturer. The driver accused of running down pedestrians and cyclists with a rental truck in Lower Manhattan on Tuesday was going faster, according to authorities. Still, New York and other jurisdictions may begin to consider whether bollards may be appropriate for places with large numbers of people present. Terrorism experts say vehicle attacks are likely to become more frequent, not less. Those who argued for the barriers have a more powerful argument than they did the day before yesterday, Jenkins said. Read or share this story. https://njersey.co2 Zydems